Alright, here we are today on the 31 Ford again. What we're doing, we're going to put the motor mounts in. And let me get down here where I can show you. You can see right in here we're putting in cage nuts because back here on the other side is where the shock mounts go, or the shocks mount. Now I'm going to weld inside here. Go over here. I'll weld that in here. I might run a bead here too, a little one. And then when we flip it, I'll weld the underside of it. Well, we got that done. We got this welded in. We got these welded in. Remove my hat here. Ooh, big fella. Okay, this is a transmission mount. So we got that all underneath here. When I rip it, turn it over, we'll do the other side. There is another, find it here someplace. Ouch. Alright. What it is, we put this one and that one. That's for the master cylinder. This is for the transmission. But we got a backing plate right here. Oops. It'll go in like that. Come around here. And that'll go in like that. We got bolt holes. We'll bolt it in there. And that strengthens that up. These here and this here strengthen the whole thing up. Now I grab my light. We'll come to the back of the frame, and in the frame rails we got cage nuts back here. We got one there. Whoops, that won't stick. And one will be going in there. That's also for shock mounts. And then we've got body mounts that we're going to do the same thing. I'll show you the cage nuts. We got a cage nut here. They're 3/8. And we're going to put them in the frame thusly. They go in there like that. Not necessarily in that hole, but one's up there for the body. That'll help hold the body. Because we're going to box all this frame rail in. That'll all be boxed in. So, I guess I'll just get busy. I got some welding to do. And we'll get on that. We'll get back to you. Alright, what we've done now is we got the body. This is where a body bolt goes. So we welded in these nuts. We got one down there, one here, one up there. I don't know if you can see it. Let me move the light. One up there. So that part's done. Now, this here, we're going to box the frame in. So I'll take you over on the bench. Well, let me show you a few things first. We got down here in this end of the frame, get over here. This boxing plate will go all the way into here. So we got to cut it so it'll fit because it's a little wide. And I'll show you what I got here. First off, I redid the ends so that'll fit up into the frame. And then we got this here, that'll focus. From here, we got to cut that off and cut that off. So that's our next plan of attack. But before I can weld them in, we're going to paint the inside of the frame. So now I'm going to clean it all up and paint the whole frame. All right, I'll get back to you. All right, the frame is ready for paint. Come on, focus. There you go. I know you could do it. We got nuts in there. This plate here is for a bumper bracket. We're going to bolt it in, but we got to wait until we get everything done, then we can drill a hole and tap it. We did the same thing over here. So we're all set there. We got nut certs. Let me get in here. Nut cert there. That's 1/4 20. This is 3/8. 1/4 inch, 3/8. We jump up here. 1/4, no, that's 3/8. 1/4 inch there. 1/4 inch there. Everything else is welded in. So now what we're going to do is we're going to paint the inside of the frame rails, get them black so we can put our boxing plates on. But I got everything welded up that I know of. Hopefully there's no surprises. The holes welded in, all cleaned up. So we'll wait on the painter now. It's up to him. He'll finish it. Any comments? You're the one painting it and cleaning it up.
Should be fun.
All right, good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is. What we're doing today, this is on the 31 Ford Model A. We got the inside of the frame painted. I cleaned up along the edges, and now we're starting to box it in. Come on, focus, that's it. So we got everything welded in for the nut plates. And this is what it's going to look like. I got one end welded here, all smoothed up. Get a light on the subject here. We smoothed it all up. We've got a crossbar going in here, so we're not too concerned about that. But that's what it looks like. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna start welding. Get back here where I belong. I'm gonna start welding on this one. And the way we're gonna do it, the process, I'm gonna start right here, about roughly in the middle. I'll put a tack there, then I'll go here, then I'll go past the tack back into here, then I'll go over here, tack, 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 then I'll come up here and tack, back here, here, and then I'll get the back. So that's the way I'm going to go about it. Try to spread my heat out so I'm not twisting anything. It's an old frame, so let me see, what am I going to do? I think I'll set you up on the, and we'll go from there. All right. All right, what we got going on today, still on the 31 frame. We got this. It used to be back there in the chassis.
Service brake cross shaft.
Yeah,
Proper name.
well, we're technical now.
Yeah.
Right. So we decided to use it as a spreader up here. And see, now we boxed the chassis all in. There's a perfect place for it right here in the boxing plates. So this is going to hold a light. What we're doing right now is we're just lining things up, seeing what things are going to look like. That is a, what's the manufacturer?
It's a BLC fog lamp, 5 3/4. Don't know where it came from.
Is there a tag in the top?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's got a. There's some really faint numbers there. I can't quite see, but there's a model number on it.
Oh, excellent.
I can't.
So we can look it up.
626 or 628A.
But anyways, we left that bracket for that light. What we're trying to find out now is if we got clearance, or do we have to take this out and rotate it, or whatever we got to do. So, we're going to put the drill shell on.
It's this grill shell the owner found. This is a commercial shell, still a 31, but it's the AA. So the bottom brackets don't line up. We're not.
Yeah,
we're not on the.
Here.
We're not on the neck. Good. We gotta get
I
on.
got a bracket here, anyways. See, we're going to have to do a little.
Well, the radiator that we're getting made,
It'll fit.
the Brassworks guy knows.
Just catching right here.
Oh yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, so that's down where it
Just
needs
won't
to
go
be.
in because of the brackets.
I think we can spread it enough to go back.
I can't.
Okay, that's roughly how it's going to sit. None of the holes line up, but like I said, because of that. If that goes there, we don't have the bracket. This light came with just a stud on the bottom of it, and we've got some like tractor mounts that we're going to be able to cut and weld, whatever. But that's going to go roughly right there, maybe a touch higher with the bracket for adjustment. But that's the look, and I mean, we've got 2 inches of horizontal clearance.
Yeah, I think we're close now.
Hold that right there for a second, Ward. Then we do the back up and look at it test. Yeah, because the fenders are going to come, they're here, and they come up. So there'll be a fender here,
You stick out.
fender there. Yeah, they come on down to the front.
Yeah, I like it.
There's plenty of clearance, and that's a good look. We're going for what a customizer would have done in the 50s, because this whole hot rod is 1950s themed. Doesn't block too much of the radiator, which is not a huge concern. That should work. I think we're in a good spot. One of the things that it's hard to see on the video, we might bring you over here to the side. When you get to the front of the Model A frame, there's a little bit of a kick down, so it creates a downward slope. And so what looks right to us and what we've seen in magazines and stuff, this slope continues on down. And so we've looked at it from the side.
Because if you had it right straight out like that,
It
wouldn't look right.
It would look funny, and it would drop your light too much.
Yeah, for this.
And then if you dropped it down, then
Yeah, that looks easy.
you get the smile look, but I would worry about ground clearance on
Yeah,
driveways and stuff. So
I prefer that.
we've got it in a really good spot. bring you over here gently and let you look from the side. So from this angle, squatted down beside it, you can see that slope, and then you come around the corner and you can see that front bar. The angle is just about right, and of course it's sitting on that jack stand, and then there's the light from a side view, and the fender's going to cover it from this angle, but once you come around here like that, that's what you'll see.
I don't like it.
So we are in a really good spot. We thought we were, but we wanted to make sure that the radiator fit the situation and wasn't going to be you just never know. So you always got to check things.
Now's the time.
So next, Ward will center it in the hole, tack it, make sure everything's straight and plumb and level, and weld it up. And the frame is almost done.
Yep. Pretty much this. I thought there was one more thing I was going to do.
You're going to finish welding these tabs on the top of the cross member.
Top of the cross.
And a little bit of double check to make sure things are smooth, weld wise, and get everything looking good. The frame is mostly hidden. This is not a fenderless roadster. It's not a highboy. It's going to have all the fenders and the side skirts, running boards, everything on it. But we still want to make it look right. Somebody in the future that wants to rip all the fenders off this car is going to thank us.
Yeah.
Because it'll be a good looking frame.
Yeah.
We filled holes. Yeah, we're real proud of how everything's come out. This is going real good. And so with that, we'll let Ward get to work. We'll go from there. All right, just for a quick minute, running boards, reproduction. You can see they're tapered, and they kind of fit the reverse the taper of the frame. So they go right there. We already checked them. We grabbed some carriage bolts. I don't have all the proper bolts, but they fit into the little keyhole here. It's got 4 bolts that mount this to the brackets. It's got 3 bolts that mount it to the rear of the front fender. Front fender swoops down, hits that. 2 more in the back where the rear fender comes up and over. And then he's got the step plates that came with it. So they go roughly right there. There's some little dimples on these running boards that show where the holes are supposed to go. And all the holes, everything's lining up. It may take, 5 pounds of pressure to move it, get a hole in line. It's going to line up great. That won't get done until we're way at the end of final assembly. So as we're putting the fenders on, these will go on. They'll be painted and everything before that. That shows you that. Both sides are good. So now we can put all this right back up on the shelf and continue on with the frame.
I got a question.
Yeah.
When we paint the frame, we're going to paint the underside of these the same color as the frame?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we may as well.
Yeah.
Because that way they're not the blue that he's got on the lower part of the car.
Right.
So yeah, when we go to the frame, he needs to paint these.
Are his fenders going to be the same color as the body, or is he painting them different? We haven't discussed that with him.
The fenders and the front fenders and the running board are one color. I don't have it in my head which progression, but it's a blue, a dark blue, and a gray, and then a lighter blue, because we're mimicking the Hellcat fighter nose art. And because of the way the front fender flows down here, that's the same color, but the skirts and the mid part of the door and the hood are going to be the second color, and then the third color's up high on the body. So no, the top, and I don't know about the rear fender. The front fender and this will be the same color.
And the skirt?
The skirt will be the body
black
color.
underneath?
Yeah, we'll probably need to do the skirts black on the back side.
Everything.
We'll probably do some undercoating on the fenders for stone chips.
Stone chips.
Other than that, yeah, that's.
Okay.
But none of that's prepped or anything. That just Zach's got a lot of work cut out for him on stuff like that.
Yeah.
We'll probably set the tent up when he gets to these small pieces though. If we don't start building our booth by then.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go to Welding. I'm all set. Get that done. Grab my hat.
Yeah, it'll be black from the bottom side if you put it up on the lift.
Yeah. So I was wondering. All right.
I guess if it was an airplane, we'd need to paint it wider, that light blue, so it'd be camoed against the sky. I don't think this thing will fly that good, though. If it gets that much air, there's other problems besides camouflage.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of problems if it gets that much air. Although I think the frame will take a good jump right about now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. Because I'm blind and old, put a little extra light on the subject. The wire speed up. All right, that's what it looks like. Get you up close. It's not done. It's got to be blended in better than that. But that's a rough idea of what it'll look like. Excuse me. So, all right, then I'm going to let you go. I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It helps out a lot.